Hey there, welcome back to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan, and today we are discussing the new Stormzy record, Heavy is the Head. Stormzy is a grime and British hip-hop artist from London, England. His real name is Michael something Jr. I guess Michael and Jr. are the only parts of his six-part name I can actually pronounce. We'll refer to him as Stormzy or Michael in this review. I don't want to make a fool of myself. Anyways, so Heavy is the Head is the sophomore album that follows up Gang Signs and Prayer from 2017 and a pair of EPs from 2014. And I will admit it right off the top of this video, I am pretty new to the genre of grime, which has been distilled down to Drake's playlist of More Life that came out in 2017. It featured artists like Giggs and Skepta. With Stormzy, however, there is a tie to the mainstream, not with Drake, but with another big-time artist, Ed Sheeran. As we've heard these two artists come together and collaborate in 2019 already with a horrendous song of Take Me Back to London, which was on the number 6 project that I couldn't stand. Funny enough, Take Me Back to London lyrically touched on similar themes of London roots and dealing with success, two integral parts of Stormzy's sophomore record. Now, returning the favor of featuring on two Ed Sheeran tracks, one being the remix of 2017's Shape of You and the other one, Take Me Back to London, Ed appeared on the Stormzy single for this sophomore release, Own It, which is a grime track that played to the strengths of Ed by keeping him at bay in a smaller role while also keeping him on the catchy part of the song in the chorus. I love this track, Own It. It is like this unsung club banger. Stormzy sounds motivated. Burna Boy is a nice addition to it as well. And I really hope that this song blows up because Ed Sheeran should be a big enough name to push for this popularity, but I guess we'll wait and see. As for Stormzy, though, he can live up to his own name on this album. Don't think that Ed Sheeran is like the only person that makes him notable. Stormzy can hold down his own fort, especially on the first 4 songs of Heavy is the Head. This record opens with the song Big Michael, where we hear this DM message from an angered fan who wants Stormzy to come out with new music. This song acts like a rebuttal to that. I love the stop and start to the instrumental. It gives this album an edgy kind of atmosphere. It shows that Stormzy will not be phased or scared by anything or anyone. From there, we have the second track on this album, Audacity, which has a hard-hitting trap beat with charged and fierce warnings to the up-and-coming rappers of the game. On this song in particular, I am insanely surprised by the production credits on this song, as well as Do Better. We have the credits going to Fraser T. Smith, who has lent his skills and craft to other artists like Sam Smith and Adele in the past, which makes sense because they are British artists, but stylistically and genre-wise, we couldn't get any more different from grime. It's like Fraser T. Smith is as versatile as Dave Schiffman was for the Strombellas and then going to Pup here in Canada. Next up, we head on to the song Crown, which is a song Stormzy is particularly proud of because he shows his human side with it. As confident as he was with the first 2 songs on this album, Crown is the culmination of pressure that has mounted on the shoulders of Stormzy after finally landing a number 1 in UK for his song Vossi Bop. In this song, Crown, though, it's like Stormzy is removing his armor. He's making a reference to the Shakespeare play of Henry IV. He feels the heat and doesn't cave. He wants the crown regardless of the responsibility or a set of high expectations that go along with it. With a track like Crown, I am baffled by the singing ability. I think it's similar to Bastille, especially in the chorus. We have these soul-inspired vocal arrangements. We have this grandiose and heartfelt song overall that I can definitely see why Stormzy was so pleased with its final results. And then there is the track Rainfall, which features Tiana Major 9. It has a catchy chorus. It's very slick and silky with its beat. There's a funny mention of That's So Raven, but I think this track's strength comes down to the fact that we are spotlighting the talent. We are showcasing the talent of Tiana Major 9. She is a British Jamaican artist, and it gives this song its pop and mainstream appeal. Now, what gives Heavy is the Head an even more mainstream allure or charm is the ambient instrumentals, which are reminiscent of the the OVO record producer Noah Shabib. The cuts on Stormzy's record here that remind me of the lush and muffled or chipmunk vocal clips are the songs Lessons and Rachel's Little Brother, the former of which, Lessons, acts as Stormzy's apology to his girlfriend Maya Jama for cheating on her. I guess the song would have been better suited if it was the closing track, as it kind of weighs heavy on the heart with its message. Then the latter of those OVO-style tracks is called Rachel's Little Brother, which shouts out Aslan and Simba from Narnia and Lion King respectively, also throwing in a reference to Game of Thrones. With all these references, it's kind of easy to get caught up with the appearance that Stormzy is putting off. Except he's like this ferocious animal in disguise, though. He makes all these comparisons to dragons and lions especially. Much like his song Crown, Stormzy is humble and blessed for the musical opportunities that he's been handed by his family, friends, or even contemporaries, as he gives a nod to Donald Glover on the song Rachel's Little Brother. Stormzy is thankful that he has music in his life instead of feeling the societal load of having to become a doctor, a lawyer, a boxer, and ending up hating his life. I also admire the end of the track Rachel's Little Brother, as we have this kind of soulful outro. It's Stormzy's way of praying to remain old school while also calling out people for never tweeting and now saying that everyone's over tweeting. He's bang on with that commentary, as we do live in an oversaturated world where people feel like they need to comment on everything. Stormzy, however, would rather see us hit the dirt and then go to sleep, aka work all day, have a hard day of work, and let it speak for itself. Elsewhere on this record, if the OVO style production isn't your thing, there are plenty of other producers on here that might interest you, including T-, who produced songs for Kendrick Lamar in the past, like Swimming Pools. He also helped out with Drake's The Motto and J. Cole's Middle Child. T- provides the tough and stony beat on the track Handsome here for Stormzy. Bit of an odd choice to put the alien modulated vocals on the chorus, I will admit. Then this album kind of resets with the interlude of Don't Forget to Breathe, which features Yeba. It's a nice intermission for the album, and then we kind of have a slip or dip in quality for the one song right after that, which is 1 Second featuring Her. There's boring verses over top of a toy piano instrumental. She sounds good. It's just that her hook isn't anything special. It's kind of by the numbers. Also, I can't get behind the soft guitar outro on this track. It's just like a notch above inaudible, and it makes me want to fall asleep. Waking listeners back up, though, we have the track Wiley Flow, which is an homage to the grime pioneer of Wiley and how he paved the way for Stormzy. Stormzy also shouts out Chris Martin, the Pepsi and Hulk branded Rolex watches. It's another humble track that seems arrogant about not wanting to speak to anyone who isn't famous, but he's only kidding. Now, back to my previous point about the production on this album, we have more diverse tracks that are commendable, including Bronze. On this one, I love the glitch and clicks to the instrumental. It's courtesy of the J. Cole Meek Mill producer Cardiac. And the two songs Pop Boy and Big Michael are both Fred Gibson produced, which is a whole different world and quality compared to any songs he previously released with Ed Sheeran. You know, South of the Border, I Don't Care, Remember the Name, some of my least favorite tracks from that number 6 collaborations project. Overall, this Stormzy record is great up and down the board. We have conscious and clever bars, we have an invigorated and refreshing flow and personality from Michael. He also doesn't forget to shine the spotlight on strong features from Tiana Major 9. Heavy as the Head is well produced as well. It's consistently compelling across the entire project despite there being many cooks in the kitchen. It definitely doesn't stop these songs from being versatile. For example, there can be ambient and lush production, beats that are laid back like on Crown and Superheroes. And then we still have the absolute bangers on here like Vossi Bop. Above everything else, this project opens me up to the world of grime music, and all of a sudden I'm more interested in checking out what future albums will be coming. And I say that while also recognizing that I still need to go back and listen to that new Slow Tie record from earlier in 2019. But for right now, Stormzy, he has a great entry, a great way for me to be introduced to grime. So he's getting an 8 out of 10 for me on this album. Hopefully if you're new to the genre as well, it will open you up. And yeah, sound off down below in the comments. Let me know what you think of this music. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new in town. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a rockin' day.